welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the Vibetribe family. It is Spiritual Sunday, and it feels like it's been a hot minute since I filmed one of these. I tell ya. Today I am going to be chatting about what being spiritual means to me. This is in my opinion. These are from my thoughts and my feelings. So let's just get into today's video, shall we? If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you join the Vibetribe family by hitting that little red subscribe button. If you like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, as it does let me know I'm on the right track for creating content for you. If you don't like it, that's okay. Hit the big old thumbs down. Don't bother me none. Thanks for the watch time. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, as it will let you know when my videos upload, and it's just a normal squirrely schedule. I don't think that's ever going to change. Okay guys, let's get into it.
Hey everyone, how's it going? How's your day so far? Sherry here, aka Diamond Art Addiction. And as you can see, we are still working on Pink Mermaid. I thought I'd be able to finish this by tonight. Yeah, I think that was wishful thinking. I don't know how people can just whip through paintings in 2-3 days. And this isn't even a big painting. Maybe it's just because I'm so squirrely. I don't know. Welcome to Spiritual Sunday. And as you've seen by the intro, today I will be talking about what it means to be spiritual. And this is in my own opinion, my own feelings, my own thoughts. As I always say, everything is about perception, and how I perceive something to be could be completely different from the next person, but it doesn't mean that either of us are wrong. Before I get into Spiritual Sunday, first I need a sippy. I want to clear a couple things up about yesterday's video for Storytime Saturday, which I will put up in the eye if you haven't already seen it. Yesterday's video was not me feeling sorry for myself. It was not me, that was just me getting shit off my chest, and it felt great. Now, I do see that there are quite a bit of dislikes on it. That's fine. That don't bother me none. I'm not bothered and I'm not upset, but I wanted to clear up that was basically me venting, and I will always be me. I just felt for a little while there, I was starting to lose myself in amongst some bullshit, in amongst some drama. Anyway, we're going to get it, because today's topic is actually going to kind of maybe cover that a little bit in some things. So what does it mean to be spiritual, in my opinion? For me, like that thing said, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We all have a soul. Each of us has a soul. It is that little spark that makes us who we are. Even the ones when people say, oh, they don't have a soul. Oh, yes, they do. You could have a dark soul. You could have a tainted soul. You could be a newborn soul. And that means, things, you're new. You are a fresh soul. It's your first life, so on and so forth. But we're not here to talk about souls. To be spiritual, in my opinion, it's basically being who you are. We are all different and unique within ourselves. No two souls are the same, which means no two people will lead the same lives. no two people are going to enjoy the same things identically. Now, when it comes to twins, I do believe, like especially with identical twins, not fraternal twins, but identical, that is a soul that's split in half and went into two bodies. That's why there is such a connection between identical twins. Like one can, like I've heard of, one will feel when the other one gets hurt. It can be the same for twin flames. And I know I've talked about twin flames before, so I will try to link up throughout this video twin flames and tainted souls and just different things about souls from my Spiritual Sunday playlist. Or if I forget, because I am forgetful, just go through to my Spiritual Sunday playlist and you will find the different topics that I have talked about. Being spiritual to me means you are being true to who you are. You are leading your life the way you choose to, and you're not a sheeple. And what a sheeple is a person who goes with the crowd, agrees with what the crowd says, or with the popular kids. A sheeple is someone who can't think for themselves. They have to do what everybody else is doing. A sheeple will not... A sheeple basically is someone who wants to fit in with the popular crowd and is going to do exactly what the popular crowd or whatever is the hit thing at the moment, they are going to do exactly what that is. They don't have a mind of their own. They don't know how to think for themselves. So they mimic other people. To me, that is a sheeple. Someone who is not wanting to go against the grain. Anyway, moving on. Being spiritual to me is being comfortable in your own skin. It's being comfortable with who you are. And you don't care what, if it's not of the normal society. To me, I'm trying to think of the right wording here, you guys. Sometimes I struggle with getting my words out, and it's kind of gotten worse over recent years, which I'm sure we all know what that's from. I do not talk about multiple sclerosis on my channel much because that is just another part of who I am. It is a part of who I am, and that is not going to change. If I could just get the oomph to go get that test done, then it would be all good. Anyway, moving on. Now I forget what I was trying to find the right words. Being spiritual to me is caring about yourself, caring about others, caring about animals, plants, and having respect for everything and everybody, including yourself. If you don't love who you are, then how can anyone else love you? If you're not comfortable and accepting of being in your own skin, how can anyone else accept you and be comfortable around you? Being spiritual is feeding your soul what it needs, and every soul is different. Being spiritual means you're non-judging of others. You don't judge a book by its cover. you accept others for who they are, even if they're different from you, that doesn't matter. We should all be different. If the world was the same and everybody was the same, that would sure make it boring. Like, I don't know what you guys think, but I think that would just be boring. I don't like boring, as we all know. I'm squirrely and I like, yeah. I need another sippy. I don't know if you, of my creator friends, if you guys suffer with this too, but when you're filming and you're talking, I drink more while I'm filming than I do when I'm not filming. I don't know. Maybe I'm just backwards. I don't know. Being spiritual means you have forgiveness within you. You know, if somebody has crossed you, if somebody has hurt you, you forgive them. And that is something that I do. I do forgive. You guys have heard me talk about Sister Dawn, and we were not going to go into details, but she's mentioned it herself that, she had betrayed me, and I forgave her. And I'm sure glad that I did, because if I didn't, look what I'd be missing out on. I would be missing out on a sister friendship, as I like to call it. She's been my sister for years, and if I wouldn't have forgiven her, where would I have been? Like, where would I be right now? And then let's talk about my ex-best friend, Mary. She betrayed me once. I forgave her, and then she did it again. But I have no regrets now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have no regrets. Like, me and Mary will never be friends again. And I'm okay with that. It hurt. Like, what she did hurt like hell. And I'm not saying that I was the most perfect friend. I'm not. No one is perfect. I am not the perfect friend, because we all make mistakes, but being able to act like adults, and work out your differences goes a long way, instead of airing it all over social media. But the point I'm making in that is I forgave Mary. We moved forward. It happened again. Now I'll have no regrets, well, what if I did forgive her? It can go one of two ways. They're either going to betray you again, or they're not. And, I've lost a few friendships, but I have no regrets. Like I said, I am not the perfect person, nor do I claim to be the perfect person. But I do forgive. That is a part of being spiritual, is forgiving and moving forward. And it's not necessarily forgiving someone to forgive them. It's giving yourself permission to move forward from it and to no longer hurt from the betrayal. I don't hold grudges. And remember, as I said, you guys, this is what feels right for me. This may not work for other people. There are some people out there, you betray them once, that's it, they're dead, done and gone. And that's what works for them. So I will never tell somebody how my way is the only way. No, this is what works for me. And that, to me, is what being spiritual is living your life for what works for you, and I am absolutely always open to listen to other people's ideas. And that's where I hope people would be open enough to listen to what I have to say. And obviously there is, because you guys watch my videos. To me, being spiritual is accepting yourself, flaws and all, facing that shadow self that I mentioned actually yesterday. And I know I did link that one in. That one is in a time. If you go through the Time Out Thursday playlist. So accepting yourself, flaws and all, and acknowledging, that we do have flaws. We all have flaws within ourselves, and I 100% wholeheartedly accept my squirrely self. I am who I am, and I do not plan on changing myself for anybody. I will make adjustments where need be. I will apologize where need be. I will admit my wrongdoings. And that's something that I've been having to do over the last couple weeks. I had to admit some wrongdoings, like not necessarily wrongdoings. Like I didn't purposely go out and, screw someone over. But due to the depression and everything that I was going through, I wasn't acknowledging how it was affecting those around me. And as I had mentioned yesterday, my world got flipped upside down. And in essence, I'm glad that it did, because it brought me back. It brought me back to reality. It brought me back to fixing what needs to be fixed. Being spiritual means that you are open. You have an open heart and an open mind. You are willing to accept others for who they are. There is one person that I've met in this community who is a Christian, absolute Christian, and I 100% wholeheartedly accept her for that. And she is of the older generation, and I know the path that I walk is but she accepts me for who I am. And I am going to be doing a very special collaboration with this person, but that's not until, next year. But, that goes to show that even though she is Christian, proud to be Christian, she's still accepting me for being a witch, and to me that screams volumes. And I wish all Christians could be that accepting and that understanding of my path. If you have questions about my path, I will gladly answer them to the best that I can. It's just having an open mind and an open heart. Over the last little while, I've seen a lot of divide within the community. And me being who I am, I want to get in, I want to fix it. I want to fix it. And to me, I don't think there is no way to fix it. What's done is done. And I am going to 100% wholeheartedly support my friends. It hurts when I see people taking digs at people I care about. It bothers me a lot, right? And in my junior year of high school, I was suspended 11 times for fighting because I was, sticking up for my friends. And that's just kind of who I am. And that's what I do. You hurt my friends, I'm coming for you. I'm not so physical now. I'm not exactly going to go and get into a physical fight. But, and I've always stuck up for the underdog. When I was in high school, before I had my operation in 95, at the age of 16, I weighed 360 pounds. So my parents went in, took me to a doctor. I have an extremely slow metabolism. For whatever reason, my body, no matter what I eat, how much exercise I get, my body churns, automatically stores food. And so I got picked on and I got bullied a lot because, I was different. Not only for my weight, but for my belief system as well. Okay, I know 600 was here somewhere. Oh, 600, where art thou? There you are. I know, I'm a nerd. Over the last little while, I've kind of lost sight of myself, and I kind of allowed the depression monster to come in and take over. And I kind of sat in denial for a while. Oh, I was talking, see, squirrel. Anyway, we'll get back to that. We're going to get back to the school thing. Once I got my surgery, my weight loss surgery, I lost a lot of weight fast. And people that used to pick on me stopped picking on me because I was now thin. I was getting invited to parties and with people I normally wouldn't hang out with. And I'm like, what, now because I'm thin, I'm good enough to be friends with? Yeah. That's not gonna happen. Flip you. And what I started doing was people who were getting picked on, I would stand up for them. I would go to battle. And, especially if I'd seen someone getting thrown into a locker. And yeah, I'm 4'11". I've been the same height that I am right now since like the age of 12, I swear. I've been short for a long time, but I'm telling you, us short people, we're like, well, I think I like squirrels. We're gonna come at you, and we're gonna come at you fast, and we're just gonna. Sorry, that's an inside joke between me and somebody, and everyone's gonna be like, yeah, okay, Sherry has officially lost her mind. I don't like seeing people get picked on. I don't like seeing people get bullied. I really don't. And over the last little while, a video got made that was basically calling me out for my spirituality and calling me a bully. The video has since been taken down, and the closed-mindedness of my faith, and to use it as a weapon is not cool, but I know I am not a bully. That I do know. I do not go around maliciously hurting people. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm always right. At certain times, like I do have a wicked temper. And something I've noticed is when people ask you for your opinion, if you don't give the opinion that they want to hear, all of a sudden you're a bully. So, I think that word bully gets thrown around way too much. Way too much. And, everybody is entitled to their opinion. If you don't want to hear the truth, or you don't want to hear what other people, maybe not necessarily the truth, but if you don't want to hear what other people's thoughts are, don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask for people's opinions if you don't want to hear what they may have to say. Even if it's something that, maybe you necessarily don't want to hear. Okay, sorry, you guys, I'm gonna pause for a second. I am going to get my diamonds organized because I've kind of got a little bit of a mess happening around here, and then I will be right back. And I'm back. Okay, I kind of got it somewhat cleaned up. Maybe not necessarily that, yeah. I'm just gonna roll with it. So I do think that the word bully gets thrown around too much. You know, if someone doesn't agree with you, that doesn't make them a bully. To me, the definition of a bully is someone who purposely goes out of their way to hurt you. That to me is a bully. Someone giving their opinion is not a bully. Doesn't necessarily mean their opinion is right, but that is their opinion. And people are allowed to have their opinions and their thoughts. Whether it's right or wrong, who the hell are you to tell somebody that their opinion is wrong? You may not like what their opinion is, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're wrong. You know, and definitely if you don't want to hear it, don't ask. I appreciate people who are honest, like actually honest. Even if what they say hurts, at least they're being honest with you, and now you're able to fix it, you know, or move on from it. I appreciate people who are honest. I hate it when people blow smoke or just say what they think you want to hear. If I wanted sugar coating, I'd go to Willy Wonka's factory. You know, don't Willy Wonka me. If I ask for your opinion and your thoughts, then, you know, I may not necessarily like what you're saying, but at least it's going to be honest. You know, and to me, that is being spiritual. Being spiritual is being honest with yourself, with those around you. You know, when people lie, you know, and you know they're lying, sometimes it's like, are you lying because you don't want me to know, or is it just because you're lying to yourself? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's interesting because, you know, you kind of want to look at people and be like, I know you're lying. Why? Or when people are telling a bullshit story to try and make themselves sound cool, or because they know that that's something that you like, so now they're going to want to, you know, to me, it's just, I don't know, trying to wrap my head around it. To me, being spiritual is being free within yourself. So you're able to live your life to the fullest with having respect for yourself, for others, including animals, plant life. You know, to me, that's being spiritual. Accepting people for who they are. You know, being honest within yourself. And if you don't like what people have to say, then don't listen. Walk away. It takes a stronger person to walk away from it or not acknowledge it than it does to face it and just make it worse by acknowledging it. You know, I have more respect for people who don't acknowledge it. Don't. Oh, I have a child in the room. Did you want me to go up and do the thing for your game?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be right back, folks. I had to get my son all set up there and then did a couple other things because, of course, I'm just squirrely and I cannot not be that way. So, you know, you guys, I know I've rambled on and so on and so forth. It wouldn't be a me video. And basically, the whole point I'm trying to get at is what it means to be spiritual to me is accepting yourself for who you are, be accepting of others for who they are, love yourself for who you are, accept yourself. Definitely, I think acceptance is definitely a big one, is a huge one. Acceptance is a huge thing. Forgiveness. Forgiveness not only of others, but of yourself. We've all done things in our lifetime that we're either embarrassed of, ashamed of. Forgive yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's not easy to do it, but if you've learned from it, like honestly, you can sit there and say you've learned from it, you're never gonna make those mistakes again, then forgive yourself for it. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't worry about trying to keep up with others or, you know, what works for one person may not necessarily work for you. And that is something that I have learned even on this YouTube journey that I've been on for 6 months. I think today is my 6-month anniversary of being on YouTube because I uploaded my very, very first video April 27th. So even on this 6-month journey that I've been on with YouTube, I've learned a lot about myself. I've made mistakes with it. I've, you know, learned from the mistakes that I've made, and I've forgiven myself for the mistakes that I've made. Nobody is perfect. And what works for one person here on YouTube may not necessarily work for you. You know, be original, be you. That's what a lot of people ask me, like people who are just getting ready to start a channel or who have started a channel and are new at it. They ask me, what's the one thing that you would be your advice? Be original. Be yourself. And that will go a lot further than copying others, right? Like, it's kind of annoying when you see somebody who, you know, let's say like Mary Jo over here does this thing, and then all of a sudden you've got, you know, Susie Q coming in, and well, they're gonna do what Mary Jo does because everybody likes the way Mary Jo's doing it, and it works for her, so they want to have that recognition and validation, so they're gonna do it. And it's like, really? No. This one, when you got someone else coming in and doing the same, it's annoying. It kind of is annoying, you know? So that's the biggest thing. And that's the whole part to me of being spiritual, is being original. Be you. Be accepting. Be loving. Have forgiveness. Don't judge. You know, I, with my spirituality and being a traditional witch, you know, I've gone through a lot of ridicule, judgment, torment, and not once did I falter or walk away from my spirituality, because that is who I am. I can't deny who I am. I was born this way. It's no different than, you know, having a different sexual orientation. You know, need a sippy sippy. I was born a witch. I can't change that, nor would I want to. I absolutely love being a witch. Does it mean I'm perfect and that I don't make mistakes? Hell no. Of course I still make mistakes. You know, we're forever learning. You know, that's never going to change. We're always learning and evolving. You know, like who I am now is not who I was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. 10 years ago, I began this journey, the journey of healing, which I am actually going to start talking about a lot more on my channel. I'm going to try and, not squirrel away and take you guys on a journey, take you right back to the very beginning. Well, that would mean going way, way back, but we'll see. We'll see. I love this journey. I really do. Like, to me, I don't think I could imagine seeing myself doing anything else. I enjoy doing this. I've enjoyed meeting the people that I have. I absolutely love sharing my spirituality. It's scary at times, because, it's gone as far as I've had holy water thrown on me. Like, I don't know what they thought that was going to do. It's not the Wizard of Oz. I'm not going to melt. You know what I mean? My soul does not need saving. My soul is a witch, and I accept that about myself. And if your soul is that of a Christian or Buddhist or Muslim, just be the best that you can be at that. And I'm absolutely going to accept you, respect you, and want to get to know you. Those are the people I do want to know, are the ones that are being themselves and, are being real. Anywho, you guys, I think I've rambled on enough. I've chatted about enough today. I've got some more videos that I want to film because I'm going to try and get myself ahead of the game. So I'm not going, I got no videos. So that is what my plan is for the day today. And then I've got to run out and pick up a prescription later. And then I think watch a movie with my kiddo. So on that note, I am going to bid thee all farewell. As I said, I have spoken on what I think being spiritual is. I don't need to repeat myself. And like I said, these are my opinions. I was getting a phone call. As I was saying, these are my opinions, thoughts, and feelings. You may not necessarily agree with them, but I am who I am. On that note, stay positive, live blessed, and until the next time, many, many blessings. #Vibetribe. Bye, guys.